guys, welcome back to NASCAR's Fantasy Fastlane show. I'm Jessica Ruffin here with NBC Sports Steve Letarte. Some of us were lucky in Las Vegas last week, and some of us were not so lucky.
Can we just move on to Phoenix?
No,
I don't really want to talk
I beat you. No, I'm gonna relish this moment.
All right, go ahead, brag. The floor is yours.
I mean, I'm up 14 spots. However, Steve did not do so well last week.
No, I didn't. Listen, it all went bad with Chase Elliott. How did I know that Kurt Busch was going to wreck into Chase Elliott? It would have been okay if it happened in the second stage, but it didn't. It happened in the final stage. I couldn't go to my garage, but that hurt. But actually, Jessica, I've looked at my lineups for the first 3 weeks, and it's not my drivers that have hurt me. It's the bonus picks. I'm really striking out on the bonus picks. That's an area I need to find improvement if I'm going to move up the ranks.
Did you remember your pole pick this week?
I did. I had the wrong one, but I at least got it in.
You at least had a chance, right?
That's right. That's right.
Well, some of our NASCAR.com personalities are doing very well. RJ Kraft is up to 5th in the league right now, which is pretty impressive considering
it's early. It's early. Listen, he brags all the time. I've checked his starting lineups. It's going to be a long summer for RJ because he's using a lot of big names early.
Speaking of RJ, let's go to him and Jonathan Merriman in the Phantom Media Engagement Center for some more numbers.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks, Steve. I'm here with RJ Kraft, NASCAR.com's fantasy expert. We're talking about the most owned in the league last week. That's Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr. I had 3 of the 4 in my starting lineup make up 309 spots. I mean, did I just have a great week or did I stack the deck, RJ?
I mean, it could be all those. You could have stacked the deck and had a great week, but I think the biggest reason you gained ground is you had Harvick and they probably didn't. Kevin Harvick got you the max points he could have possibly gotten you at 60. And if you doubled down with the bonus picks, that was potentially another 60 points. 80% of our owners had him. Smart play coming off the strong race at Atlanta. He's good at Vegas. He's good at the mile and a half. So now we go to Phoenix where he's got 8 wins. And I think we'll likely see some similar trends regarding Kevin Harvick.
I might play the hot hand, play Harvick again at Phoenix this weekend. Jess and Steve, we're going to send it back to you.
With those numbers in mind, who do you like for ISM this weekend?
Well, you heard how much they talked about it. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, without a doubt, has to be in your lineup. His numbers at Phoenix are unbelievable, and I expect him to be just as dominant this week at ISM Raceway. But the real question for Kevin Harvick is how much do you want to use him? There's no question how he's going to run. The question is, are you going to run out of starts? So the first driver in my lineup, Kevin Harvick. And when you look at starts and trying to be creative on your team, that's how I get to my second driver. I look at Denny Hamlin as a driver that Phoenix is one of his best racetracks. He's kind of known, that Virginia short track racer runs very good at Richmond. He also runs very good at Phoenix. I really expect his numbers to be good. He's off to his best start ever. When you look at his career, he's averaging inside the top 10, and he has 5 top 10 finishes in the last 7 races at Phoenix. So I expect Denny Hamlin to score a lot of points out in the desert.
Well, you talked about those 2 that you look to put in your lineup. Who are you looking to avoid in your lineup?
Well, you talked about Ford and Toyotas. Unfortunately, both drivers on my avoid list are the bow tie, the Chevrolets. I really just think it's because of the new car. I know they'll get it figured out over the summer. But Ryan Newman and Jimmie Johnson, 2 drivers I just cannot find a way to get in my starting lineup. Ryan Newman is a guy that you definitely would want to start at his strongest tracks. But even though he has won at Phoenix, he's been outside the top 10 in 4 of the last Phoenix races. The other one being a win, but that was on a pit call to stay out, be creative. He may still go to victory lane with another great pit call by Luke Lambert, but I can't gamble on pit calls to have him in my starting lineup, so he is not part of my 5. And then 7-time, Jimmie Johnson. I'm good friends with Jimmy, and I know they'll bounce back and they'll find success, but simple enough, I can't get the 7-time champ in my lineup because I know they'll get it figured out. Hendrick Motorsports is too good. Chad Knaus is too smart. Chevrolet will figure out that car. So I'm looking forward to having 10 potential starts over the summer with the 7-time champ. Let him score all those points then.
You got to save him, right? You have some of these strong veteran picks in your lineup right now, like Kevin Harvick. So you can't burn all of them right now.
No, you can't. So now if you're going to avoid the 7-time and you're going to start Kevin Harvick, you need to fill your lineup up. So when I look at my sleeper picks, it really starts with Ryan Blaney. He is off to a spectacular start now that he's officially moved over to Penske, that 3rd car for Team Penske. Remember, Ryan Blaney was the pole sitter at ISM Raceway in the fall. I think he can go out, run inside the top 10, score you the points you need out of that sleeper pick. The other sleeper pick, Erik Jones. Remember, Matt Kenseth went to victory lane in the 20 car last fall out there. I think the team knows how to run well. They can repeat, and Erik Jones' numbers out there are spectacular.
So Erik Jones, there you have it. Got to utilize those sleeper picks going into ISM for sure.
And bonus picks. I'm getting killed. I have to do better with my bonus picks, so I'm going to spend a little more time on Saturday reviewing practice to see who's fast for those bonus picks. And as we review practice, listen, send us tweets. It's early in the week. There's a lot of time with cars on track out in the desert. We'll see who's good, who's slow. I won't say I'm going to completely change my lineup, but my sleeper picks could change if someone, say, like Kurt Busch, ends up being fast in practice.
Yeah, you gotta follow along on the weekend. That's so important in this game. That's how you win. That's how you beat RJ Kraft.
So I've been told. I've yet to do it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week when we do the last West Coast race at Auto Club.